Hello and welcome back to Moonstone's journey. We were just heading out away from the den because we had some bison that were really super close and they were making Moonstone very, very nervous. She ushered her pups into the den as quickly as she could and then invited her pack out to do a little bit of territory and maybe go on a hunt. Mostly she just wanted to get everybody safe and away from the bison as quickly as possible. I do believe we are trying to head south to kind of strengthen territory in this direction. So also looks like there might be a good hunting area up here. So we might run into some elk if we are lucky. Like, let's toss up name tags. So if you guys are new, you can see who is who. We have Brangwyn and Charlie out front. As usual, they're usually, Charlie is usually on our left, Brangwyn is usually on the right, just like that. But today they were kind of hanging out together. Driftwood and Aries by our side. Shooting Star is actually up here with us, so that's nice to see. And Grey close behind as well. So nobody trailing too far away this time, which is good. Let's see. Moonstone is scanning the area, seeing if she spots any elk, but she is not spotting anything. And she's not smelling any elk at the moment either, so I think she is just going to continue in this direction and just focus on territory for a little bit until an opportunity to hunt presents itself. Already picking up a scent of elk, and it's in the direction we were wanting to go in anyways, and there's a den nearby. You don't say. Might need the den. I mean, if we need to move, if it's closer than the other ones, might be worth finding. Oh, you know what? I think this is the one that is like across over here. We don't really want to go after these mule deer. They won't give us enough food. I was gonna say, I think the den is the one on the side of the creek, but I think I am wrong. Maybe over here? Getting stronger. Hopefully it's not one we've already found. Oh, here we are. Okay. I think this is the other one that Flash and Lightning used. Pretty sure this was the one that they moved to. Yeah, in which case Lightning at this point in time for Moonstone would still be with her. You know, Moonstone just sent Thunder out on his quest for the 2 elk. She's been listening for him to, you know, howl when he finds or has a successful hunt. So what I'm doing there is I'm just kind of waiting to see if a random dispersal will howl. And when we have a random dispersal do a howl, we will say that that is Thunder letting us know he's had his first successful hunt and, you know, so on. And once he has 2, then we can continue on with the rest of that storyline there. So far, I haven't noticed any dispersals howl, and if they have, then I just completely missed it, so I apologize if that has happened. Alright, we are getting closer to these elk. They look like they are 500 meters away, and there's another den over here. I'm very curious if this den might be the one we were looking for originally with Moonstone. The one that she's been really wanting to use again. The one that she had to move her pups from because Rescue Creek was being so rude. Walking right by it. It's getting stronger. Where is it? I know it's hidden in these types of trees, so I feel like it might actually be over here. Getting stronger again. Where are you, Den? Here, maybe? Getting stronger? I think this is the den. Gotta find it. Where is it? Oh, here. Yeah! It is! Yay! Moonstone is excited to find this. She's like, remember this den? Of course, her pups of the year wouldn't remember, but Driftwood would certainly remember, and Aries might remember, because it's the one she was born in. Pretty sure. Yeah. Where is this at? Okay, it is. It's way over here. That's a long trek to move her pups clear over here. I don't know if she would want to do that. But we could certainly... Yeah, we don't need that on there anymore. I don't know what to name this. We'll call it Stick Den. Because it's, you know, made of a bunch of sticks. Oh, there goes Charlie off after a rabbit. Perfect. Well, Moonstone is very happy that she finally found this den again. She certainly hopes to use it again, but oh, there's the elk. But, you know, I don't know if she'll get to use it with the pup she just had, or, you know, maybe it'll be a den that she uses for her next litter. Let's see, where are we at? 72, 74, 86. Let's put up a new post here. Which one did that do? That one. Let's go a little to our right and secure this one up a little. Moonstone got stuck there for a moment. There we go. And then let's get this hunt going because affinity is dropping, so you're going to want to get this done. Let's hide dens again. And our den is that way, so we will push the herd that way. Brangwen is looking so much like Driftwood. No, my goodness. I've confused him as Driftwood a couple times today already. Right, I'm going to let them run. There's another herd right there. Probably should have done a rally, but didn't think about that until now. That's okay. At least our pups are not young hunters anymore. They should know a little bit more about what they are doing. Wow, that's a lot of coyotes. My goodness. Get out of here, coyotes. Yeah, so they should be able to stay focused on their task here of hunting these elk. Elk should still be a little bit weak from the winter and stuff, so hopefully we'll start finding some weak ones soon. think Moonstone kind of has her eyes on this spike elk back here. I don't know if that's the best idea, but... There we go. Perfect. Nicely done, guys. Driftwood and Bringwin. Now, Bringwin is a lot darker than Driftwood. Still. Good job, Groity. Aries, Bringwin, holding him. Or holding her, I should say. Groity, very good. Wow. Look at these pups becoming such good hunters. I love it. Rip off a piece to take back. Right here, are you already full? Yeah. Alright, well. That was nice and successful. Where did we end up? Not too far from the den. We were within like that flower range, so that's pretty perfect too. Just let Driftwood finish up here. Great, you did amazing there. You really put in the work for lagging behind there a little bit there at the end. You did really, really good. Alright, let's head back home and hope that the bison are no longer there. Coyotes are already moving in on our carcass there. I'm trying not to use certain words because I've heard that the YouTube stuff picks up on that and ends up like shadow banning you and stuff, so I'm trying to not use certain words. I don't know how true that is. But better safe than sorry, I figure. Pups look like they are starting to get a little restless in the den. The affinity is dropping. But thankfully, we are not too far away, so we'll be home shortly. And there they are, already coming out to greet us, and it looks like the bison have thankfully moved on, I think. Certainly don't see them. Moonstone is definitely making sure. And the rest of the pack is already feeding the pups. Aww. Got a shooting star doing a little roll for them. Groity just amazes me with his looks and coloring, like, all the time. You know, he's like a... Oh, that's such a perfect picture. But anyways, yeah, he's such like a simple looking wolf, but he just has such a nice looking face, and I don't know, his colors, I like how light they are. Alright, so we've gotten a little feedback on how to pronounce these guys' names. So this little one right here, I was told it's pronounced Triton, like Triton. So I think it's kind of funny that we have a Titan and now we have a Triton. This one here is Chalcedony, I believe. Chalcedony, yes. And this one over here that's trying to run off is Donade. So, I just took a tumble. Oh. Well, I was hoping to get a cute picture of Donade over here in these flowers, but instead we are getting a Moonstone over here in the flowers. Kind of dark, but it's still very pretty. There we are. Let's see if we can't get you out here just a little bit more. That looks so cute. Looks like Moonstone is looking for him. And he's just running around like, haha, Mom doesn't even know I'm here. It's so cute. It's like, Mom, I'm right here. Don't you see me? There you are, Donade. And if I'm still getting any of these names wrong, please let me know. Aw, look at you, Titan. You got the skull. Aww. And then this is Chalcedony. That one's gonna take me a little bit longer, I think. Chalcedony. Alright. Little applesauce. Hi, little applesauce. You're so cute. Oh, goodness. She's so chocolatey looking. I love it. Triton's like, look, applesauce, I got a stick. Do you want it? Applesauce looks like she's like, I don't play with sticks. That's gross. She like sticks her nose up in the air and walks through the flowers. Triton was like, okay, I'll take it. Yeah. Chalcedony over here playing with the skull again. It'd be cute if they would like play tug of war with it or something. That'd be a cute little puppy animation. Yeah, I think she's gonna have some really pretty colors too. Oh, Driftwood taking Triton back to the den. Being a good father. Looks like the pups are getting tired. Oh, Donade over here with the antler. Aw. Charlie over there keeping a lookout, it looks like. Applesauce. Oh. I guess Charlie's right there. The name tag made it look like they were over here. What you doing? Oh, Triton has a skull. Yeah, I think Moonstone is just so happy to have another litter on the ground, have another litter to raise. Let's go ahead and bring you back closer to the den. She's all complaining. Mom, I wanted to sleep over there. There we go. It's like a nice little spot for a picture as well. I feel like all the lighting is being like so good right now. Aww, little Titan. Held up next to Shooting Star. And who is this? Applesauce, of course, because we just put her right there. Right next to Driftwood and Charlie. We got this one over here digging, Donade. And the rest of the pups must be in the den. Yeah, and den. Look how small they all are. Triton is at 5.7. The rest are all at 6 pounds. Our fleas are mild 6%. We're doing good at the moment. Let's go ahead and get some sleep. So Moonstone just heard a howl, and we're going to say that she recognized that as thunder, letting us know that his first hunt was successful. She's going to howl and let him know that she heard, and you know, she's proud that he is doing well out there. I see something way out there. I don't know what it is. All the pups are pretty full, and the pack is kind of cleaning up the regurgitated meat that got put down first thing. Ringwind. You brought me the school. That's so nice of you. Hello. Chalcedony. Triton. Shooting Star. It's nice to see you hanging out in the middle of the pack more instead of always off on your own. Oh, hey! They updated the head movement again. So, like, when you turn your mouse, your head actually follows your mouse again. That was not happening there for a little bit. Like, you'd move, but it was still, like, staying, looking forward. So I'm happy to see that. Looks like if you go too far, it kind of stays, but that's good. There's a mule deer carcass over there. Well, what killed that? See, there's one of those words I'm trying not to use. Hi, Grady. Look at you with the skull. Hopefully all the pups are listening very well. Yeah, let's go see if we can't find this mule deer. It's a buck mule deer. See who tags along with us. Don't want to get out of scent view though yet, because we might lose the scent. Looks like we are going to have some coyotes on it. Or a cougar. Driftwood already going in for bites. Aries as well. Look out, Gray T and Charlie. Don't really want to be in front of it. Oh, now we're in front of it. Get out of here, cougar. It's our food now. Oh. I think we're doing bouncy hops. That's not what we want to be doing. Moonstone took a little nibble, but she'll leave the rest for the rest of the pack. pretty happy with that find. We're going to pretend that this was Thunder's hunt that he took down and got for us. You know, the actual quest was to go hunt 2 elk, but we can pretend, right? We're already pretending. Why not? So we'll pretend that he got that and he helped feed the pack there. And Moonstone is very, very proud of him. I think everybody came with us. Nobody stayed home, did they? Oh, Shooting Star actually stayed home. That's interesting to see because, like I said, she's usually off by herself. So, you know, she didn't want to come out with the whole pack. She just wanted to stay home by herself. You know, she's very watchful wolf, so it would make sense for her to stay home with the pups and keep watch over them. And, you know, she enjoys watching the pups, maybe. Looks like everybody's still a bit hungry, so we could head over to this other carcass and get a bite from it as well. Let's just see if there's anywhere we like really need to go. It doesn't really look like it. I think everything that we really need to get to is still to the south, so yeah, Moonstone might just take the pack over here and then we'll see what she decides to do from there. Now that there is a storm rolling in. Get out of here, coyotes. Surprising that they're still all aggro with this many of us. Get out of here. That is our food. Charlie's over there eating already. Gosh, they're being very persistent. There we go. Again, she'll just take a nibble and let the rest of the pack eat. If there's anything left, then she'll fill up the rest of the way. Maybe she'll just clean up these meat chunks a little bit. That's pretty much everybody. Shooting Star is going to need some, so Moonstone will rip off a piece for her. It's not a very big piece. Unfortunately, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And then... oh yeah, she might... no, she's just going to take the pack back to the den. You know, the pups are young. She wants to be with them as much as possible, more than out and about. And she wants to make sure Shooting Star gets some food. And she's not a huge fan of the rain and the thunder, so no, it doesn't bother her too much, but she'd prefer not to be out trying to get stuff done in it. Here we are. Shooting Star coming out to greet everybody. Shooting Star, would you like some of this? There we go. Titan, you want some of this food? There you go. You guys hungry? Not too hungry. It looks like Big Sis did a good job keeping you guys pretty fed with what she had. There you go. I was just going to say, I think Moonstone can feel something is not quite right. Just going to usher the pups in. She just has this bad feeling that they might be getting attacked by coyotes or something soon. This coyote scent is 700 meters away. And Moonstone never sits back and waits. She always goes and tries to investigate, unless she's like extremely tired, which she is a little bit tired, but she does tend to try and investigate where the scent is coming from and making sure that it is far enough off. And it seems to be quite a ways off still, so I think she thinks it's going to be okay for a little bit. But yeah, she's tired. She's not going to chance it, so she'll keep the pups in the den. She'll probably go and take a nap with them. Just to get out of the rain. Make sure all their coats are dried off. Yeah, she'd be in here cuddling with them and licking them and just getting them all dried up, all cleaned up before she drifted off to sleep. She's dreaming about the two-leggeds coming and taking her pups, perhaps, from Storm and Cloud. Probably woke up thinking about them and wondering how Thunder is doing. Oh, you're waking up to quite a snowstorm. My goodness. Still some coyote scent on the wind, but it's probably old scent. At least Moonstone helps. Still kind of coming in. 200 meters. That's not ideal. Everybody back in. I think she's going to clean this up so that she can put more down when she gets back. She doesn't want to risk everybody else eating it. Penguin really likes that skull, I think. Yeah, because the pups are going to need more food when she returns from checking on the scent over here. Yeah, it's 200 meters away, way closer than it was last night. Oh, right here. Looks like they're going... Oh, there they are. They were staking us out for sure. Moonstone is just gonna send them on their way. Trying to stake out our pups. We see you. That's a big pack of coyotes. And another den nearby. Wants to make sure the coyotes are far enough away. Aw. What a cute little den. Surrounded by coyotes. This is a cute den. I love this. I love that there's just like a tall grass patch right here. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. It's nice and open. I think Moonstone really likes it. She doesn't like all the coyotes around it, but it's definitely a possibility to move to once we need to move dens. I think she would definitely... Yeah, I think she'd move her pups here. You know, coyotes are definitely not ideal, but she's confident that with as many of them as there are now, like with her pack size, she's confident that they can keep the coyotes at bay. I'm not sure how correct she is, considering the coyotes run in such large packs now. So, you know, she might be a little bit overly confident. Another den, my goodness. Moonstone is getting very lucky with finding dens lately. She was just planning to take the pack back to the carcass to eat again, but there is another den over here. She's willing to check it out. Don't know if it's one we've found or not. Sort of funny sense. Can we pass it? It's not popping up like on the compass yet. I just... Moonstone could just smell it. There. Also fresh elk scent. Anybody stay home with the pups? Shooting Star stayed home with the pups again. Okay, and Aries. Alright. Good to see the girls stepping up in some responsibility there. I think the winds are just changing, so I think that's why we are losing the scent of the den. Something curious over here. A metal bucket. Aha, here's the den scent. Oh. This is a den that we found already. It's already marked on our map and everything. Well, that was a waste of time. I think Moonstone is going to shift our attention to the elk. She really needs to pay attention to her territory. But at the moment, it doesn't seem that that is her top priority. I mean, she's trying to mark like where she is and where she's going, keeping all of that strong, but she's not really going out of her way to mark and claim territory at the moment, which will probably bite her in the butt at some point, but she doesn't seem to care too much at the moment. The gooseberry herd that we are scenting. Another den. Is that the one that we already know about? Yeah. We have tracks on the ground. Going this way. Like we passed them up somewhere. We ran right over their tracks. How did we do that without seeing them? We must have been really focused on the air sense. I hear them. I think they're over here. There they are. Alright, here we are. Looks like we have Charlie, Groity, Brangwyn, and Driftwood with us. Girls stayed home with the pups. Boys came out to come hunting. Alright. Let's get this herd a-moving. Take a minute to strengthen territory. I mostly just want to keep the herd running at this point. Pretty sure that's the same den we already know about, right? Yeah. Keep moving, you guys. No resting for you. Driftwood seems to be targeting this one. Catch up and see if he's correct. Are pretty tired. Gonna have to do this with no stamina. Ooh, yeah, she is weak because she just swung right around trying to fight us. This one might was gonna say that one might be weak too, because it... Oh. Moonstone was not paying much attention. Job, guys. Brangwyn, Charlie going in, Groy T and Brangwyn. Look at them boys. They learned so much. Nice. Both Brangwyn and Driftwood just collapsed. Must have been exhausting, and that is a pretty cool picture. Here Ares howling back at us. Oh, I don't know why it just zoomed in like that. I didn't do it. Not too super far away. So we might be able to call the girls to us. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat, and then... Yeah, I think Moonstone's just going to rip off a chunk to take back to them. No, she's not really like Jade, where she'll... You know, she has a good rotation going. She's got her own way of doing things of... You know, just bring back a meat chunk for whoever stayed home. And, you know, if they're hungry, they'll come out next time. It's not to say she hasn't done that in the past, 'cause she definitely has, and she will if she needs to. RIT, you could use just a little bit more. Oh my god. Alright, well, we're definitely doing good on territory in this area, but we really do need to get further away as soon as we can. Maybe next time we do a hunt, we'll chase it further away from the den instead of closer to the den. We'll just have to see, I guess. Wait a minute. There's another carcass over here. There's not much left on it, but it might be worth marking. Oh, those coyotes are pretty darn close, though. Yeah, Moonstone's a little bit worried about the coyotes being that close to their den site. Hopefully they can fill their bellies and go away. But just in case, we'll feed the pups close to the den, so we can get them in as quickly as we can. It's getting pretty dark as well. Moonstone's feeling very paranoid. She thought she'd seen him coming this way already, but I don't think she did. All the pups are already feeling pretty full. And yeah, she doesn't want a chance having them out here with the coyotes that close. She's thankful the moon... that's not the moon, that's the sun. No. Whatever it is, she's thankful that it lightened up a little bit so she could see further away. Alright, pups have been ushered back inside. And this is where we're going to end for the day, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you're new. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys. And thank you guys so much for all of the name suggestions. I don't think I remembered to thank you guys in the last episode. And if I didn't, I apologize. I really do appreciate all of the name suggestions so much. And I apologize when I stumble over how to pronounce some of the names. I do try my best. Aw, Charlie coming in to check in on us. Such a sweet pack. I love all of our pack. They've developed into some amazing wolves. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, bye-bye!